So Australian businesses, I mean, we all know the mantra, Australia is a trading nation, China is an incredibly important trading partner for Australia, if not the most important trading partner. We have learnt over time that Australian businesses know about the risks and understand the risks that the bilateral relationship or the broader geopolitical picture can have in terms of doing business with China, but they make an informed decision that's worth it because of the size of the market, because of the infrastructure, because of the way things can work there. So when we're thinking about doing business with China and what it means for us, we need to, I think, understand that Chinese businesses are not puppets of the party state. Again, we must consciously remember complexity here. They want to do business, they want to succeed, but they are also not removed from politics. Politics permeates daily life in China in an utterly different way from what we understand here. We can't even begin to conceptualize the role of politics and the role of the state in society. So we're going to keep doing business. Engagement is going to continue where our interests align, and particularly in, say, for example, consumer goods, consumer markets, industrial sectors, so long as it's not strategic. Now, of course, that's a bit of a caveat because the definition of strategic keeps expanding. Just recently, because of what we're seeing with the Middle East, we are now realising, as if we should have thought of this before, but fertiliser, food supply, food security, this is now strategic. And so we need to be thinking about, what does that mean as this definition of strategic continues to grow and expand? What is critical is going to continue to grow. But there will be areas where interests align and it's not strategic, and we will have cooperation there. And so, but I think we have to be conscious that the relationship is going to be more brittle, trust is going to be thinner, compliance costs will be higher. That underlying mistrust between Australia and China is not going to go away. So there will continue to be those kind of risks, as we've seen in the past few years play out. That's not going away. We will not be going back to a 1990s world where China was the greatest friend of Australia in Asia, or whatever exactly the terminology was. That is done, finished. But we can still be practical, pragmatic. We need to just be very aware of how we build that risk into our strategic planning.